Hello everybody, welcome back and I hope you're doing good. I hope that your days are good. If your days are not feeling well, I hope that your days are better. For those whose days are good, I hope that your even better days to come. So today I will be talking about basically negative forces, entities, demons, stuff that has been going on in my life and my friend's life as well. And to link it back to how this affects you as well. So without further ado, let's get it started. So this book, I won't be using a book, but this is just a guide because I already know everything that has happened, but everything that I remember so far that has happened from since I started classes till now. And that's with me and my friends. And I'm gonna link it back to how it affects you as well. So on Tuesday, 15th of February, so my friend and I, we were excluded from our groups that we have in class. Now, this was for a particular class. I won't mention the name, I won't mention any names of the people, I won't mention my name either, just for the sake of privacy. But so we were excluded, and this isn't the first time that we have been excluded because this particular time it was in a particular class. And in this class, this was like the second time that we were meeting this teacher. So it's not to say that okay, they could have planned it or however. So I know that these entities behind this because it's like we literally it was groups of three, but it came down to my friend and I being a pair. It had another pair and another pair, and yet the teacher told only us, well, you all could dispatch and go with the other pairs to make the trip, but it's like out of everyone, how come we were excluded from the group? Like out of everybody, we ended up being excluded. Like the teacher could easily just say, okay, call the other pairs, like the other two pairs or one or the other and tell them come to us, but we were excluded. Now I know that you probably don't see a problem with that right now, but let me get more in depth because this isn't the first time. I remember when I had a math class as well. It came down to my friend and I names again. We were excluded again. It was like this had to just throw us into anything. And it's like, how come we always end up getting excluded? How come? The next time we were excluded was when my friend, like, it had a little survey going on the app. It's like, it literally went up. And the thing is about this, because with this survey thing, the person came, okay, I'm going on survey, right? And it literally, because it boiled down to him being excluded again. So it's like, I don't know, it's the entities. And not only that, but the teacher had directly dismissed the class, and then out of nowhere, someone just walked in like, yeah, we just doing Sylvia because he was in the age range. Then they excluded him, and he was the only one in the class who was within it. So it's like, that's three times. And if you still think that these things are just coincidences, I'm about to get deeper. So let's get back into it. So let's get away from the exclusion right now. But I know, and my friend knows as well, that the people that we are around, they are definitely doing witchcraft from us. And I know you're probably watching this like, what does this have to do with me? But I'm saying this because watch your surroundings, watch the people that you're with. You never know who could be doing witchcraft when it comes to health. And let me wrap this up because I'll never forget, like, if someone pulls your ear, right, it will feel like, a pull. But I remember there was this girl, like, we used to travel in this little bus and to go home in a world. Where we are is a little bit of public transport, just entering with that particular person. I remember I was saying nothing funny, and my heel was out that day. And Like I felt so cool. I spun around because it was like it didn't feel like the average someone pulls my hair. I'm pulling right now. I could feel it pull on my hair. But it didn't feel like that. It literally felt like it was jolt of electricity went through my head when she pulled my hair. It felt like if someone took something and stabbed me. It didn't feel like no pull. Like I could pull my hair right now and I could tell that's a pull. It felt like if she took something and she shocked me when she pulled my hair. She was like, oh no, it's something in your hair. And then they started to laugh. But I knew that they didn't witchcraft. My friend knew to go to witchcraft. So me personally, especially when it comes to my hair, I just don't like anybody touching my hair. I always knew, especially here and they say, take some piece of your hair, do something, put something on you. This is not the first time that witchcraft has been done to me. And I know that it won't be Christmas. So it's like I've been looking at that because that, especially that time, it did not feel like me after just someone pulled my hair because that's why I spun around so fast because it felt like if someone shocked me and then was something in your hair. I was and then I just spun up around. It felt like she shot me. It didn't feel like no damn bullet. No, we didn't go from that. Now my friend, the same girl who pulled my hair, I felt like electricity went through my dark head. Her and her friend tried to give my friend some cupcakes because like it was her birthday and whatever and she gave him cupcakes, right? And he accepted it, but someone shared food, we already in the space together, same space together, accept it. But it's like when he entered they started laughing and it's like I noticed a pattern like that. Every time they offer me something we do or something, it's like they laugh. Like that's just not normal. That's not normal. Especially after me experiencing her pulling my hair and feeling like she shot me. Like, a pull ain't supposed to feel like you shot my neck. She and my friend, okay, because first she offered me, but I declined because after they pulled my hair, I felt like she shot me. I'm not going to take it food, no. So when my friend ate it, they were laughing. Then the next time, they gave my friend a little corn stroll and of course, they started laughing when he ate it. And then the third time, they tried to offer him milk. A particular girl, not the one who pulled my hair, but her friend tried to offer him milk. And he declined because he said, no, it was a little more separated. And she said a stupid excuse. It was stupid. She tried to be like, well, I forgot the cereal thing. That's not something that just happens. Like, how you gonna bring milk and then say that you forget the cereal thing? Like, what? If you're packing milk and cereal, like, you pack it together, like, how you gonna forget it home? So it's like, and she was disappointed because it's like she went back and he declined, and she reported back to the same girl that I pulled my hair. And you can't tell me that I ain't witchcraft. And just to back this up, that I ain't lying, that I'm telling the truth, my friend and I ain't crazy because it had a time I was on WhatsApp. And usually when they're messaging, like I don't be on WhatsApp because I just pull on my screen, see whatever it is about, and then at the back. But that particular time, it was too much of messaging, so I decided, you know what? Let me just stay online. And at that particular time, like I pressed where the chats was, and I saw that she sent a message like the old thing, right? And I was like, what? I didn't even say reply. Then she tried to like, she deleted it quick, and she was like, oh my god, sorry, that wasn't for you. So you can't tell me that I'm crazy, that my friend is crazy because they're laughing, they're pulling my hair, feeling like electricity, they're trying to give my friend stuff to eat. And then laughing is like, and then you send messages like that, like, you won't get nothing. You playing with witchcraft, you trying to put witchcraft on us, no, that ain't gonna work. So my friend and I, we ain't crazy, like we already were suspecting that we were witchcraft. But when she sent that message, it solidified it. Like it literally solidified it. And I ain't going, and my friend knows as well. It's the entities doing this true there. Like this ain't by no coincidence. So if you're still watching this and you're still thinking this is not coincidence, then I got more for you. So Coming off of that right now, let me get even more deeper. So after all of that happened as well, and she sent messages and overlooking like and mistakes, there comes another girl. No, I had a night vision that this other girl that I'm talking about, let's just call her Bianca, right? So I have a night vision, which is using Bianca for now as a name because I don't want to use the real names, right? So I had this night vision about Bianca that when we came out of classes, like her whole personality changed. Like she was different, and this girl that we call Bianca for now, she was a quiet girl. Like she was quiet, to herself. Like she would cry, literally cry because she had like stage fright in a way. And it's like when I have that night vision, I usually know that I have night vision and it is bound to happen. Majority of the time, it does happen. But this one in particular, because let's say this girl Bianca, she was quiet, keep to herself, like it couldn't even really get her to communicate. And literally after semester break, when I came out back with my friend, this girl had a whole totally different personality. Like she was a personality, so she's like, we even try to say, well, maybe she just walk up to the class to nothing. Like, how you gonna come out and you have a totally different personality? Like, and she was honest too because like these people they were like this. The repeat to myself, I was like my friend and I were kicked out, so like, they already don't like us. But this girl, like she completely switched on me. She went from quiet to herself. Like she showed her true colors. She literally showed her true colors. And I know that it's these entities through them. Like I literally know everything is definitely strategic. It definitely is entities planning these events to be up to an even bigger event. And stay tuned because I'm gonna drop a bigger event that happened recently to the end, coming down to the end. So it's like, oh girl now. She came out and she's a whole totally different person, just like in my night vision that I had. So I'm looking at myself like, okay, I know that I had this medication. I could go to like to switch up, but it's like I still was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, nah, she's quarantined. Maybe she just warmed up, but that was a whole different personality switch. And she was a totally different person, totally different person. So now, moving on from that, so you can see like we are lying. We ain't lying. And then sometimes too, like the stuff like the jewelry that they be wearing is like it signifies witchcraft. But I remember one of the days when it came back that she was like, listen, you've been too religious. I should grab her little witchcraft looking necklace. I should held it. I paid attention to that because it was like, look, I'm not gonna let anything slip us. And that was the same girl who I pulled my hair. And it felt like she shocked me. It didn't feel like no average pull here, like I'm pulling my hair. And I could feel that it's a tug. I'm pulling it. But that felt like a zap. That was the same group of people like, that's all it's really just I grabbed her necklace immediately. And I just know that these people are doing witchcraft. My friends and these people are doing witchcraft. So let's move on. So apart from that, the whole personality switch up the witchcraft and this thing, so my friend had a night vision as well. Another girl like there was zombies like how she was the particular ringleader in that night vision that he had and the rest was zombies. And it's like that girl, she does various little designs things, but same matchup to witchcraft and look, she does stuff like that. So he suspected like all these people like we suspected that in the witchcraft and the fact that they sent me this especially like the OB on this like and if you're from where I'm from, you know what OB is or even if you're not from where I'm from, OB is all over the world. And she sent a message to me, ever since then it's like that solidified what we was already suspecting. That's solidified. So now, let's move on now. So after that 9% is only, like we're already like, no, we gotta be on guard. Like, this is literally God sending us signals. And then my friend, he had an encounter with lightning that told him everything that we talk about is right. So he had the encounter, like they literally, the light beings, God, our guardian angels, is literally showing us everything we talk about is right, giving us signals that look, y'all ain't crazy. If you're thinking that it is witchcraft, it is entities, you all are correct about what you're talking about. So I know we ain't crazy, my friend, we ain't crazy. So let's move on. Not to talk about that, but it's like they even they're more kind of racist sometimes. Like a particular group of them, you can tell that they're a bit racist. And I have heard them read little comments, like literally heard them read comments, but I didn't bother with them because it's like they didn't come and tell me directly, but I heard them read little comments that I could laugh about. But let's move on. So then now coming up to recent events now. This girl trying to make a little group. I'm not gonna say her name. Let's just call her racial phenomena. So racial insanity is really good because a friend of mine, like, they don't like us. So when it comes to grouping these things, it's like they don't like to group because we are fine. We literally would be fine with anybody, but they can't put that aside and they don't like us. So they immediately exclude us. But let's just call this girl Rachel. So Rachel decided, let's make a group so that we all could just decide on how we do this. So we decided that Rachel literally don't want to call my friend Neil and I and see that she can work with us. And it's like the last time we was in a group with them, they literally waited like the night before to message us down and message us down like what we supposed to do, but it's like my friend and I, we have this thing like, okay, well, if they didn't reach out, nobody see what they're doing anything, like, we'll just start at one time. So these people have what we're doing, and they'll come down on us and these things, and she try to say that she can't wait with the people of us. Like, you all literally have waited the last time, the last minute to reach out to us, then to be on a heel while we're like, it's a good thing that my friend and I already had something. We already had our part, so we could have been easily direct to them on where to go. So it wasn't really too much of a hassle. She tried to put out the crowd with me, but they really just don't like us. They really just do not like us. So looking at this little group thing was like that I should have known from a woman that Rachel made that group thing that was just to signify that a bigger event was gonna happen. So let's move on now to the big event that happened. So coming down now, right now, there are like these people always especially my friend. So he decided, you know what? I'm gonna stand up for myself. So he messaged one of the girls that always been messaging him, and he messaged her. And what did she do? She just sent a screenshot to the group that was saying, listen, this, but like, all the times that you were messing with her, saying little slick thing under your breath, like, and like, we didn't say it, no, he decided to stand up. He decided to stand up himself. He trying to say it, and then the whole damn team showed their full true colors coming out, saying all kind of things like, we're crazy, you need to be pretty psychiatric, or we need to see psychologists. But we already know what's going on. They don't understand that entities are moving through them and attacking us. They don't understand that. It takes a revelation level, but we already know what's going on. And we already know that they know it because they don't like us. So we already know what was going on. And this was the big event that came to happen. Like the whole child was literally at us. I was like, I had to break myself and say I had to tell them as this, and they obviously was mad because I literally feel like these people, they literally sit talk about each other. Like there are events that happen between them outside of my friend and I that they literally said that they can't even celebrate with each other somewhere. But when it comes to my friend and I, they quick to jump at us. Like y'all don't even like each other. Y'all just favor each other. My friend and I choose to genuinely breathe, keep to ourselves. That we don't have any problem with you. Like, we don't mind working with you. It's y'all that got a problem with us. We don't got a problem with you. But that's not the point, because the point is that these entities are the ones that work into them strategically planning. Now, after that kind of happened, my friend and I, we didn't know what's going to happen, but you know, That big event coming happen, it literally show their true colors, literally show their negativity, their hate, envy, everything that they've been building up in that one particular event that happened recently. So after all of that happened now, my mom was doing my hair, right? And I was in the night. My dad had come home. He was walking up and down in the gallery. The light being in the gallery, it's really light. And he's walking up and down, but it's like I saw his red eyes in the bushes looking at me. So I'm trying to call to my mom like, look, don't you see that? There's like two red eyes just staring at me. Like, look. But she was busy doing my hair. She wasn't really paying attention. She was trying to be like, hey, these are animals. I was like, animals. She's like, I got this one. I was like, a cat of that height? Like, it had some height. But I'll be like, that's a big cat. That have to be a big cat? It wasn't no cat because this isn't the first time that I've seen these red eyes. Last year, around the same time, I saw the same red eyes looking at me, so I know that they're watching me. These entities that actively in the yard, watching me, showing you, watching me. So after that happened, I told my friend now. So the next day, my friend and I were on the phone, chilling. He gets up and he like, what are you doing? So I'm like, well, I mean, I'm listening. Sitting over here, I'm listening. He's like, you didn't just hear that? I was like, hear what? He heard this demonic ass noise. Making it, he said that it sounded like it's a demon was choking on its own blood. And it was trying to talk, but it choking and making this noise. And I was like, nah, I didn't hear that. But I believe it. I believe it. Because I know that these entities are on it, so I definitely believe it. But that's crazy. Like the way how you explained it, it literally sounded like if you got a phone from hell and some entity picked up the phone and started making these gurgling, choking noises. And past couple of days, like he been choking on stuff. So like he already was like, what if that's like they signify he's the one that making you choke? And I believe him because his entities are on it. So given all of these events that happen, right? Given all of these events, I have a lot more that happen. Like this is just the little tip of it, to be honest. Like, this is just the tip. If I was to sit down, if my friend and I was to sit down and go through all the events throughout our whole life and talk about it, there'd be no end. Like you can't tell me these things about coincidence. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Nothing is by coincidence. And if you wish this far, you're still with me like, nah, that's coincidental. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. There are literally demonic entities, demons, entities, negative entities, negative forces that strategically aim in all the events, situations that happen in our life, in my life, in your life, in my friend's life. And I'm telling you all this. I sit down here, I sat down, and I told you everything that's been happening to my friend and I because I want you to go through what you've been going through, especially if you're in a situation right now, or you've been in, or you're in one right now, not too serious to you, but each situation is serious. Don't get me wrong. And sit back. Think about the stuff that has happened in your life and ask yourself, was that really by coincidence? Because it is. It is. Especially if it's a negative situation. No, that ain't by no coincidence. That ain't by no coincidence. That's definitely entities in it. Now God is with you. If you're moving with God is with you. The light is with you. Don't get me wrong. The light is with you once you're with Him. He with you. But these entities play a role in our situations. And it's good for us to protect ourselves because how these entities move is that big organizations, social groups in general, that they move to that, they see it as a way that they can feed off of the negative vibration. Because think about this, right? How do people bond these things? Like, apart from asking, like, what's your favorite color, stuff like that, little trivia stuff. They will literally start talking about someone and they'll bond over that. Like they'll say something like, I don't like that person and I don't like them too. And then they immediately start bonding with each other. Like think about that. Think about that. And that happens on a daily basis. I saw it just Friday when I went to a lady family with my brother. And one person said they were even doing it right. Even though they was doing a good job, they immediately started to throw me with negative comments for it. So tell me, tell me that this is not religion. No, it ain't, because entities, they literally move. They look for little groups, little negative groups. And let's be honest, right? Majority of society is negative. Majority is negative. Even social media is a good platform for negativity. You always see some negative. Like just the other day, I went online. That was yesterday, actually. I went online, and the first thing I see was a little boy falling out of a mango tree. And he ended up dying. I immediately started feeling, oh my gosh, that's sad, which is fine. But the entities will immediately stop eating up with my energy. It's sad that I'm going to die because he fell out of a mango tree. And that would immediately lead to you thinking like, where were the parents and what would we do? You probably even start blaming them. You don't know the backstory of what happened. All you just know is that child fell over the tree and died, right? So what I'm saying is like I could go into the state too where I feel sad, tore up on the pool and the entities start feeling up and that negativity. But then I had to realize myself. It is messed up, but that did happen for a reason. That wasn't by coincidence. Whether it's for the parents doing the lesson, for the responsible doing the lesson, for them to probably be more careful, however it is, right? And the entities, they operate on negativity. So even music that we listen to, right? Like, they be playing music, like even if you stay away from negative music, it's like sometimes you may have like people playing a lot of music and just by you hearing it, you're listening to it, like you are unable to listen to it. Everybody around you can hear it, they're listening to it. That's already creating a negative vibration, especially if it's negative music. That's already creating a negative vibration. So you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself because that could be negative. It is negative. Especially in large groups, it is very negative. So protect yourself. Like whether it is you have to put in levels and join club, just keep positive whenever you're hearing some negative vibration, negative sounds playing. And let's be honest, the majority of songs these days, music is very negative. And one thing I would like to say as well, like, make sure and watch out yourself. Like, you may tell like that, come like you're trying to tell somebody else, don't eat that food because it's black, which is true. Like, they're eating junk food. You see them eating junk food, you tell them, no, don't eat it because it's black. But you listen to some music that gives you a negative vibration. It's the same thing, it's just that they just eat it food, you just listen to music, but it's the same thing. They in a negative vibration because they eat bad. You're in a negative vibration because you eat that because you listen to the music as well. So make sure and look at yourself as well. It's okay, you could give people advice on these things, but just keep in mind that everybody is a work in progress. You yourself is a work in progress. What and what you're doing, I'm a work in progress too. I gotta watch what I'm doing. I'm telling you all this, but I'm also paying attention to what I'm doing as well. Making sure that, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm paying attention every day. I know I'm a work in progress. Every day I'm still living. As long as I'm here, I'm still living. You're still living. Like nobody could watch me and say they're not a work in progress because then you wouldn't be living. Because you're still alive right now in this body that we reside in right now. You are still a work in progress as you will serve your purpose. As you will serve your purpose. And what I'm saying to you is that be mindful of what your surroundings. Ask yourself this question: what am I feeding my spirit? What am I feeding other people's spirit? Because sometimes you could be in negativity in somebody else's life. So watch how you feed somebody else's spirit to ask yourself, when I'm around this person, when I'm around this group, am I projecting negativity? Am I projecting positivity? Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself, when I'm around this group, when I'm around this person, are they projecting negativity onto me? Or is it positivity? Ask yourself these questions. What you do, what you listen to, make sure and stay that it is positive, be on a positive vibration, high vibration, because you don't want to end up leaving any hole because you might be looking at it like, well, you know what? I might just listen to a little music today and it might be some negative or some negative rap music or something. You might just say, that's the today. But the entities, they want your light. They want my light. They want our light. So any little slip where you might just think, ah, let's just on one day, you know, this is just one day. Let me just listen to a negative vibration of music, you know. Let me just do this even though I know that it's bad. The entities are always waiting for you to slip up. And they're always waiting for that little opening so that they can try and cause you. How come like a prison guard walking past a whole bunch of inmates in the cell and he see a hole, in the room cell, but it's like he's looking at it like they can't fit through that. I'm just leaving. I'm not going to patch that up. They can't fit, but inmates like we can. This is an escape. Even though they might have to adjust the cell in a particular way, that's an escape for them. That's how the entities are getting there. We might have to adjust to get to you, but we left them open, so we can't get to you. So be mindful. Be very, very mindful. And just know that entities, they will groups, like they literally work with groups. Because think about this, right? Whenever someone does something negative, like you always see people quick to jump in, say something to you, do something, negatively. Or once someone starts talking positive, it's like everybody, they either just say something positive, exactly then they back down. Then they back down. It's like a positive conversation usually don't just have last one. But someone could say, oh, I got drama for you. And you'll spend the whole night talking about it with your hot content. Or when it's something positive, it's like, yeah, that's good. True, you know, 2 cents and that's it. Watch your time. Sit down and think about what I'm saying. Look at society. Look at the things that we talk about on a daily basis. And tell me that it's really trivial. We talk about money all the time. We talk about drama, gossip, all these different things. It's like it's drama driven, money driven, gossip driven, negatively driven. Sit down, think about what I'm saying. Look at society. Look at what is going on with that. Look at the events in your life. Tell me that this is by coincidence. Tell me that it is by coincidence. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Don't even start telling me because you look at yourself and tell yourself that everything that happened in your life, everything in society, all the negativity is just by coincidence. It has nothing to do with any entities. Tell yourself that. And if you can still sit and tell yourself that, then you're lying to yourself. Then you already chose your path. You chose the path of ignorance because you can clearly see, clear and state. But you chose to still believe it. You chose to still believe it. So, what I'm saying is, be mindful. Look at what society is doing. Look at what you are doing. Look at the people that you're hearing. Look at what you're listening to. Look at what you do. Look at yourself. Look at the ones that you live by. Look at the people that you love. The people you're hearing. What vibration? They all what vibration. They all use the point of view as well. And think about what I'm saying. Sit back and think about it. Think about the fact that I said that entities, they need organized, they operate in organized groups, and think about the fact that majority of the time, anything, anywhere you go, like I don't go right now and strike up a negative conversation like a gossip or something, and people will immediately jump in and start being invested. I say something positive, they say, yeah, no, it's true. And then move on, switch topic, switch topic. I could go anywhere right now and find a negative conversation. And I rarely find someone talking anything positive. So think about what I'm saying. Pay attention to what has happened throughout your life. Sit, even if it's for 10 minutes today, and just think about it. What also helps is journaling. Anytime something happens to you, make sure you journal. One thing I must say as well too, that I forgot to mention earlier, I didn't want to be surprised. I had a night vision as well that my friend ended up dying in the night vision because someone pulls that a mimic, an entity, pulls that his mother's face for them and people who were in the night vision. In the night vision, he did a show, he ended up dying. And they told me that something literally pulled and saw mimicking his mother's voice just like in the night vision. So, I don't want to that now. Think about everything that I just said and tell me that this is my coincidence. If it is the way it is, tell me that. And if you can still tell me that and tell me that, then you lie to yourself. Because entities do exist. definitely on recognition. Everything in this simulation that we live in is literally strategically planned by negative forces. But God is with you. Once you live the life, God is with you. He's moving with you. He's helping you out. He won't let you just fall through. That's not what that's not really fine. You have guardian angels. You have protectors. You have refuge. They with you. To all my stars, I'm one. All my stars, but we know that you stars. You protected too. You protected too. To all my warrior souls, which you know you protected too. To all your souls that you know you protected, you protected. And if you're unsure whether you're protected or not, sit back, think about what I'm talking about, think about everything that I say about society, and the events that happen in my life, or the part that I say look at your life, and think about all the events that happen in your life, and think about what I'm saying. This is very important. I don't want to see nobody go down because day by day, these entities do take people. They put you inside of them. And once they go, and once you go inside of them, they put you inside of them. There ain't no coming out. But if the only way is if you kill the entity, but forever, it's that you're going to be burning, you're going to be feeling pain, and the pain level in that room is way 100 times worse than the pain level here. So you really want to be in pain forever? No, you don't. I will wish that on nobody, nobody. So make sure and take into consideration what I'm saying. Take into consideration everything that I told you. Take into consideration the fact that I want you to look at your life, look at what's happening. I'm questioning. I'm between you together because it's right in front of our faces. So thank you for listening. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this whole video. If you made it all the way here, thank you so much. And stay tuned for the next video. God bless you to all. Stay positive. Love, light, just stay positive. High vibration. Thank you. Love you.